shot, and that was just What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What the Fanboy. My name is Luke, and as always, we have Mr. Tyler over here.
What up, what up?
What a nice week.
And to my left, the beautiful Brett Eitzen once again.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
How's
it going?
How's it? I'm doing well.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Oh, no. I definitely didn't change that.
Well, to answer your question, my Thanksgiving was good.
Good.
Hang out with family, ate good food. Played some video games.
How was your week after Thanksgiving? Because that's actually what we're talking about.
It was the exact same.
Okay, good.
I didn't do really anything different. Did the normal stuff. Played Call of Duty and watched Psych.
Oh.
Actually, I finished Psych. And
Is that
just like... What?
You're doing your recap?
Yeah, I'll just go straight into my recap.
That's a great idea.
When it originally aired, the Psych season series finale made me cry, and it made me cry again. That was my favorite show of all time. And if you haven't seen it, I really recommend you watch it. It's hilarious. Lots of movie and 80s references. It's a lot of fun. Been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild.
My man.
Awesome game. Sadly, it's taken all my time from Red Dead. But hey, they're both good games. And then I played tons of Black Ops some more. And I did something I thought I'd never do. I unlocked a gold gun, guys. Thank you. I know. Amazing. But yeah, that's actually all I did. All kind of old stuff. But
sounds like a good week, though.
Yeah. And
nice,
I
nice
did,
and relaxing.
I did see a movie. So.
Oh. I did, too.
I saw it a week from...
You saw it.
I saw it opening night.
You did see it on Thanksgiving, kind of.
I saw it Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving episode week.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it then too. Sounds like a nice, relaxing week though. Nothing too new, nothing too old.
Well, my Friday sucked because I had a 12-hour work day.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were there till like 8.
Ooh.
Yeah. I got to work at 8. I had a 40-minute lunch and I left at 8. That day can suck it.
I was having a beer at Old Chicago when he was leaving work. I was like, man, that sucks.
That is rough.
It's close week.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We lost power at work on the Thursday.
Yeah.
So I had to make up all my work from Thursday, but it's okay. It happens.
That is brutal.
I feel like that's unusual.
So
what about you? Hopefully something more exciting than
who's
me.
you? Is it me or Brett?
Either, both.
You should do
Same
you.
time.
I'm trying to do social media because I'm very ill prepared tonight for some reason.
It happens. All right.
It's like me and Tyler every week.
First,
yeah.
yeah. First thing I did last week. I'm the most prepared I've ever been this week, I think. First thing I did last week, I watched a movie that Brett lent to me a while back, probably about a month ago, maybe more. I watched Kong Skull Island.
Yes.
For the first time, and I really enjoyed it.
Heck yeah.
I would put it at fanboy worthy. I think it's a good movie, and it's really well shot. I think that's what I like the most about it, just the way the movie was shot. It looks great.
Yeah.
And the CG is just outrageously good. I thought all the performances were pretty good except for one. I won't tell you who because I'll get death threats. But moving on. Friday night, I've been having trouble with my internet at home. Friday night I got home. Call of Duty was playable on my internet for the first time in like a week, and I was like, I'm going to play some Call of Duty. So playing some multiplayer, and the squad got on. The squad being Brendan, Nick, a.k.a. Lepke, and then Will, my brother's best friend. And we were like, let's play some Blackout. Why not? We probably played 7 or 8 games, and we got 2 wins in Blackout. We were just rolling people. It was great. The second win, I think only one of us took damage the whole game.
Oh my god!
Like we were just rolling people. It was awesome. So we had a lot of fun doing that. Redskins just scored a touchdown. Let's go! And AP's on my fantasy team.
I watched,
and that's a huge touchdown. Sorry. So yeah, I also got. Luke said he got gold guns. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Working on the Rampart now.
I, for the first time, got diamond weapons for my assault rifle, so I'm going to one-up Luke in that regard. Sorry, bro.
I look so weak now.
Yeah, so you'll get on my level one of these days.
Nah. That's okay.
2 other things before I get into the next... one of the bigger things I did this week. I tried out Red Dead Online. It's more kind of story-based than I thought it was going to be. Like, there's actually, like, a narrative, which is kind of cool. You get busted out of a prison transport. But it's not like a violent breakout, which I thought was cool because it's different. Like, this dude basically just bribes the officers and gets you out. And then you link up with this dude, and he gives you a horse, and he takes you to these people, and you start doing missions for him. It's kind of cool. A little bit different. The character customization sucks. It's, like, horrible. Like, the faces just look so bad. You really got to mess with them to make them look good. Like, their eyes are either too close together or, like, really wide. And
I thought they looked like zombies when I watched videos of, like, IGN making characters. I was like,
Yeah, it's not good. But I ended up making my guy. He looks all right. He's not bad. He's got a beard, long hair, cowboy hat.
Probably looks like my Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, my Arthur Morgan's clean shaven and buzz cut now.
I've got super long hair and a really long beard.
Yeah, I had my chops growing all the way out. So they were like hanging, and I could see them like moving in the wind, so I had to get away from that.
I haven't cut my hair since they make you.
Nice.
So
you're about to have to, though. I played some more Fallout 76, and I still like it. I know people don't.
I'm glad someone does.
And that's okay.
What are you liking about it?
Honestly, I've always I love post-apocalyptic worlds. Like like whether that be in literature, movies, games, and I just think it's a lot of fun to just go out in the world of Fallout and see other people.
Yeah.
And like emote with them, which is weird. But like you do stuff like that, and it's just something that you've never experienced in a Fallout game. And I think they do a decent job. So I've really enjoyed it. It's not perfect. It's got problems. But I think, and I've said this a couple times, 6 months to a year, I think the story surrounding that game will be a lot different. I think Bethesda's learning a lot from right now.
Yeah, and that seems to be kind of the
trend.
The trend with these kinds of games and those developers is that it launches, people are disappointed because it's either new or it's not what they expected.
Yeah. And I think a lot of this is because it's not what they expected.
Yeah, and developers react, and they retool a game to either fit expectations or players get used to what the new expectations are.
Right. Well, I mean, look at Forsaken.
Yeah.
Like, it's bounced back for Destiny and done a great job. So, I mean, from what I've heard, I haven't played it. But anyways. No, I mean, it's absolutely true. That does seem to be the current trend in these games as a service, these ongoing games like they're going to be talking about at the Game Awards on Thursday. And then the last thing I did is I picked up a game called Starlink. Some of you may have heard of it. It's called Starlink Battle for Atlas. Came out in October, I believe. I bought it for the Nintendo Switch because it has Star Fox content. And
yeah, baby.
I loved Star Fox as a kid.
Now, this is the game that has, like, toys with it
does.
as well.
It is a Toys to Life game. And
how much is that required to enjoy the game?
so let me go into that. So I was sitting at home Saturday, and Dana brought up Starlink because when it was announced, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, other than the Toys to Life part. Because I had Skylanders, and I love the game, but it was just kind of annoying to have to put different toys on there and stuff. And so I started doing some research, and I learned that you can buy everything digitally, and it's cheaper. So you don't actually have to have the toys.
Cool.
You can buy it all digitally. There's a deluxe edition for $20 extra instead of the $25 per ship to buy the physical. $20 extra, so total price $80. You get every ship in the game, every weapon, everything digitally. So I was like, wow, it's really not worth it to buy the toys unless you just want the toys. Like,
Can you get a model R-Wing?
yeah, it comes. The Switch version comes with an R-Wing and a Fox statue for $75.
That'd be
total.
pretty cool.
It would be cool, but I just didn't want to buy the physical version and end up having to buy physical versions like of all the things. I thought I
You're squeaking.
thought I unplugged my mic. Sorry.
Oh no.
But it feels like an updated Star Fox game. It really does. Ubisoft made it.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of on a roll, I feel like.
Ubisoft supports Nintendo like really well, and they work together well. So I was reading a story about the development, and they're like, man, this feels like a Star Fox game. It'd be really cool if we could get Star Fox in the game. And they reached out to Nintendo, and Nintendo's like, yeah, let's do it.
Did they do Rabbids?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so Star Fox is a playable character in the game, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. I can be Star Fox, cool. But I thought it was gonna be like shoehorned in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like an actual part of the story. Like even if you don't start, you get to choose who you start the game with. Even if you don't choose Star Fox, he's in the opening scene of the game because he helps out the people on the ship, the Equinox. So it's kind of cool. I'm really enjoying it.
The Chevy Equinox.
Yep. The Switch edition comes with all the Star Fox content, and it has a short 5-mission campaign for Star Fox where you're going after Wolf. So that's pretty dope. And it's just a giant open world space exploration RPG. Customize your ship, you level it up. Your pilots have special abilities. Tons of fun. I'm really enjoying it. So I look forward to kind of diving in.
Sweet.
Would you recommend it?
I have not played enough to give you a recommendation.
Would I like it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think both of you guys would enjoy it, but I think there'd be things that would bother you.
That's okay. No game's perfect.
No,
Except for Tetris.
Except for Tetris is fantastic.
And
Okay.
Pong's pretty popular. What about you, Brad? What have you been up to?
So I did a couple really cool things this week. So this weekend, I replaced my garage door.
Nice.
I should clarify, my father and father-in-law did most of the work, and I helped them because they're the way more handy, crafty kind of guys. So that was a very different experience, but I'm glad I did it and I know how to do it.
Nice.
I don't know if it's necessarily something I'll want to do if it breaks again, like in the next year. I'll probably now at that point I'll be like, someone just come
Fix it yourself.
Yeah, I'll pay someone to do it. But so that was a lot of fun. Stephanie and I are watching The Lord of the Rings, and so we're in the middle of the Two Towers right now.
You're in the middle of it?
Yeah, well, with the 2 discs.
Oh, extended version.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta blaze through the theatrical versions in one day.
Okay.
I've done that.
Acceptable, but I question.
Also, if you're watching with somebody who hasn't watched Lord of the Rings, you don't watch the extended version.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, and I mentioned this on Twitter, but I just wanted to double down. Bernard Hill's performance as
Theoden.
Theoden is like so good and underappreciated. So I know he doesn't do a lot anymore, but shout out to Bernard. I just got this lovely thing yesterday. It came in the mail. This is my Destiny mention of the week.
What's Destiny? I've never heard of it.
So for all of Destiny 1, all the lore was contained in these Grimoire cards, and Bungie is going through and like putting them in a book.
Did that say helium drinkers?
Yeah.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
So this one focuses on the Books of Sorrow and the Hive, which is really scripture for that race. And then it has some, the story of the Last Word and Thorn and some of the Drifter stuff from Destiny 2. But it is such high quality. I mean, it's $40, so you expect it to be pretty decent. But that's really good leather, and it looks good, and it's typeset beautifully.
It smells good.
It smells good. So I have been really enjoying that.
Let me get a little look-see right here.
Quality smell?
Smells like a book.
Okay. And then the last thing.
I don't smell a lot of books, so I don't really know.
Oh, well. So the last thing I've been doing is watching She-Ra, which is a Netflix show brought back from the 80s.
Oh.
And I am loving it. It is, you look at it and you're like, that's such like a middle school girl show. And it's not, it's way smarter than that. And it reminds me a lot of Avatar. In terms of kind of its quirkiness and silliness. It's just, based around primarily almost all of a female cast. There's a couple male characters. But yeah, I think I'm 2 episodes away from finishing. So
nice.
But
nice.
It gets like
She-Ra was the spinoff of He-Man, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen He-Man.
Yeah, so She-Ra
was not good.
Is the I think He-Man's twin sister or something like that. Yeah. So, and I haven't watched the original She-Ra.
I have the power.
Yeah, and this one it's for the honor of Grayskull, and then it goes into this really cheesy and it does it every episode where
and there's
goes back and it shows her transforming.
Yep.
It's so it's
you should go watch original He-Man
Okay.
and see it's I know it's old, but gosh, I can't believe people watched it. It's the same thing for the power of Grayskull.
Yeah.
I have the power. His tiger or dog transforms into a tiger or whatever, and it's weird. And then at the end of every episode, it's in today's episode we learned that
they don't do that.
that lying is wrong. So if you've lied to your parents, go confess to them.
Go.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about all I've been doing.
I love it, Battle Rifle.
Yeah, words are hard.
Middle shrew.
What's up, Patrick?
What's up, Joshua Stark? Captain Marvel coming soon.
So yeah, Captain Marvel.
That.
Let's address that because that's all I have for what I did this week. We will be we'll finish whatever section we're on when the Captain Marvel trailer drops, and we'll set it up. It'll take us a couple minutes to set up, and then we'll do the live reaction after whatever section. So if it happens at the beginning of our news section, we're going to go through all of our news, and then we'll do it.
Yep.
So you guys either let us know, or Tyler might know, because again,
I will know
because
I'm
watching the football
the
game.
Redskins right now.
Yeah.
So, yep. All right. So, without further ado, let's get into these. Mattel is going to do a live-action He-Man movie. We'll let that kick off our news segment. For real?
I don't know.
This is in our chat.
Oh, I wasn't reading it. I kind of spaced off. I'm sorry.
Redskins just stopped the Eagles on 4th.
A live-action He-Man movie. I feel like that's actually
It'll probably be better than the show, but not great.
Well, if they update it.
Sony and Mattel
But I think that's kind of been in the works. I thought.
Yeah, it has been.
Masters of the Universe.
The last.
Yeah.
The last.
I think McG was directing it for a while. Probably one of the worst directors.
Who?
McG.
What has he done?
He's done some episodes of Supernatural. He did Terminator Salvation.
No, unless your news is newer than mine, which
that's old.
This
stuff.
is April of this year.
Yeah.
Is Aaron and Adam Nee.
I don't know who they are. But that's...
Is Blumhouse helping with this?
Sony.
What?
Does it say Blumhouse?
It says Jason Blumenthal.
Oh.
Okay, well then that
Jason-
gets me a little more interested if Jason Blum is involved, because
Blumenthal, yeah.
dude produces some good
And
stuff.
Stephen Tisch.
Be interesting.
Definitely interesting. All right, well.
Battle Rifle. He-Man is a...
He-Man Masters of the Universe. It's a 80s show?
80s show / toy line that was quite popular.
Yeah.
Google He-Man and you'll be like, oh yeah.
Oh, you'll
I
be...
call that
yeah.
guy.
I
know what Skeletor's from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Geico did a
Skeletor one.
like a spin
commercial?
like a spin-off commercial kind of with those characters. So
You know, whenever I play Cards Against Humanity and somebody plays a Skeletor card, I'm the only person that ever laughs at it, 'cause I think that card is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because Skeletor is just a hilarious character.
All right.
He gets away in every episode.
So let's do some news. Extra. Read all about it.
Extra.
Luke, why don't you
I'll start.
lead us off?
Since we're talking about Netflix animated shows that remind us of Avatar, Voltron had a new trailer that came out for its final season.
Ooh,
Final season, season 8. This is
It's already got 7 seasons.
The first 2 seasons are like 10 to 13 episodes. Seasons 3 and 4 are 6 and 7.
Oh.
And then season
So shorter.
6 was season 6 was short again too, and then season 7, which is the best season so far of this show, was 13 again, or somewhere up there. This show is it reminds me of Avatar 2 with the humor and the animation, and it's so good. It is the best show on Netflix. I will die defending that, and I really wish more people would watch it, because I don't think a lot of people really even know about it. They see it's animated and they're like, "Oh, that's for my kid." It's not a kid show. They're like killing people. They're blowing up ships, and there's some awesome sword fights, and oh, man, the sound effects are so good in this show when all the lasers are firing. Oh, I love it so much. I started watching it again.
Nice.
When the trailer came out, I was like, all right, this is happening. I've seen the show through 7 times already. I've watched it before every season.
Dang.
So,
Love
anyway,
it.
the final season trailer dropped, and I was getting very, very happy watching that. So, you, Brett, I know for certain you would absolutely lose your mind over
All
it.
right, so after I finish She-Ra here in the next couple days, I'll check that out.
I think it is the easiest show to watch. The first episode is an hour,
Okay.
and the rest is 20 minutes. So they just do the whole origin in one episode, which is super nice. And then, oh my gosh, it's so good. I need more people to watch Voltron so I can talk about it with them.
I started it. I need to finish up Young Justice before I start it again, though.
Voltron is better than Young Justice. Actually, Voltron might be one of my favorite animated shows, up there with Batman the Animated Series.
So let me bring everybody's mood down a little bit here. Let's talk about Daredevil was canceled at Netflix. The writers came out today and said they thought the show was too big to fail. Nothing is ever too big to fail. I think that's the moral of the story there. But that really sucks, because Daredevil was definitely the best show of the Marvel Netflix shows. But I also felt like the show, at least from my viewings, it looked like the people in the show cared more about it than any of the others.
Yeah.
Everybody involved in that show super, super into it. They really bought into what everybody directing wanted, and that show was and is so good. But I don't think that's the end of Daredevil. Personally, I don't.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think it's the end of this Daredevil.
I agree.
Oh yeah, it's the end of Charlie
which
Cox.
I think sucks.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come out with a new Daredevil, and I'm honestly just going to be like, well, you canceled a really good version. Like, this is... People have been comparing it to Amazing Spider-Man and the new, like, Tom Holland Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man movies were, at best, okay.
Right.
Daredevil is incredible. It's fantastic. So it's a lot different, and I don't know if the new Daredevil that first of all, Disney Plus doesn't need.
No.
They have enough stuff. Why,
well, no,
why
and
can't
it
Netflix
doesn't
just have it. Like, I don't know. It's just I'm gonna have a hard time. I think kind of caring about the new one.
So I
think
right. So from what I understand, this was it was Netflix's call to pull the plug. This wasn't a Disney call. Disney did.
I bet it wasn't their call.
Well, so that's what's confusing to me though, because it is like critically the most.
It's not my drink.
Critically,
it's. Take a drink of my drink.
No, he didn't. He just grabbed it. You're right in that it's the best of the Marvel Netflix shows, and so the viewership must have been down something.
It was down like 50%.
And that's. The problem is Netflix doesn't release their numbers. It was down 50% from what?
Yeah.
From 2 to 1 or from 100 billion to 50 billion?
I think what's interesting though is that Netflix is the kind of the home for these shows that necessarily weren't either big hits to begin with, or like they had their seasons and then they stopped, and then Netflix tried to like revive a number of shows based on what they thought, Arrested Development being like the original example.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, maybe you're not going to spend as much money on another season, but you could still produce another season and it do well. Just because it doesn't do well at launch does not mean it won't do well down the road. Now, with Netflix's aggressive, like, publishing, like, they're putting out so much content, maybe they just expect it to get lost, but I don't know.
And, like, it's not being pulled from Netflix either.
No. It's not like it's going away.
All these seasons belong to Netflix, so they'll still be on there.
Yeah.
I
feel
like you could just make both people happy.
I feel bad
and just keep making that show. You don't have to put as much money into it, I guess.
Yeah. I feel bad for, like, Jessica Jones.
I do not care about Jessica Jones.
Well, okay, let me put it this way. Not necessarily the show, but if Daredevil got axed, there's no way Jessica Jones is going to get another season, and they're already filming their current one. It's not like they can wrap that up with a nice, pretty bow now.
Punisher as well. Yeah. And plus, like, I'll still watch Punisher Season 2, because Punisher Season 1 is incredible. But, like, Jessica Jones Season 2 I thought was not good. I was very unimpressed. I think it's the worst season, actually, of Marvel Netflix. Worse than Iron Fist Season 1.
I would disagree with that.
I think the writing and storytelling in that is just garbage.
Yeah. It's definitely, it definitely didn't stand up to Season 1. But you had such a talented cast.
Yeah.
And, I mean, David Tennant.
So, like, now that Daredevil, the best show, has been chopped off, it's done, there's no reason for me to watch the new season of Jessica Jones when I didn't like the last season, and I'm not going to get it a finish anyway, so. But I'll watch Punisher.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks that they're canceling all of them.
We'll see if it's a smart move for them, or, if it ends up hitting them in the face. Battle Rifle, I don't get it either in terms of, kind of like what Luke was saying. There's no reason for us to, unless you really, the Punisher, I think Luke cares enough about, he'll watch the next season. But, like, Jessica Jones, there's no reason, if you're not already sold into that, to even watch it. Or even if you are sold in, maybe you don't want to watch it because, I don't know.
I wish we could have some closure, though, too.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Give me, like, a Defenders 1 hour and a half movie just so we can say bye.
Right. Yeah.
Finish it out, then we're done.
And let the Punisher be a part of it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we've spent enough time on sad things. Maybe
let's
not.
be happy.
Make me happy, Brett.
I don't know if this is gonna make you happy.
Well, then choose a different story.
The Wizard of Oz is the most influential movie according to Applied Science Network of all time. Beat out Star Wars. Star Wars came in second.
That doesn't make me sad.
It's a good movie, and
It's okay. I love. Okay.
for its time.
Just like even in itself, I don't like. Yeah, sure, for its time, but I just don't really enjoy it a whole lot. I love Wicked though.
Ah.
Wicked makes me like The Wizard of Oz a lot more.
Yeah. So they analyzed this applied network sciences. They analyzed the quote unquote impact of almost 50,000 films.
Oh, jeez.
There's that many movies?
Determine which had the most influence on the industry. So, yeah. Second place was Star Wars. Third place was Psycho. So.
What was fourth and fifth?
Give
me a top 5, baby.
I'll have to. Here we go. Oh no, those are directors. Do you want to hear the directors?
It ends at
Actually,
third
I
place.
want to know.
No, I think it has a top 10.
I want to know what the 50,000th most influential movie was. Which one was the least effective towards filmmaking throughout the years? Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh.
While he looks that up, I'll move to another story. I'll stick in the Marvel world. Spider-Verse, the Into the Spider-Verse movie is already getting sequels, which is awesome. Is that movie still at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know.
You're gonna make me look up too many things.
I am, and also look up my Twitter followers. I want to know how many I have. And it's getting a Spider-Verse sequel and also a female spinoff. So Spider-Woman or Spider-Gwen or something.
Yes, it is still at 100%.
How many? Hope you didn't close it yet. I can look it up.
I got it. 59.
Average?
9.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
A lot of what I've seen from critics is that this is the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
I've heard that it's the best superhero movie this year.
Here's what I'm going to say. Miles Morales.
I cannot wait to see it. I'm so excited for these December movies, man.
December's a good month for movies, games, Christmas, life.
But it's cold.
It is cold. That's unfortunate.
All right, real quick,
move
back
to LA.
to influence.
What?
What'd you say?
I said let's move to LA.
Top 10 movies by influence. Wizard of Oz, Star Wars, Psycho, King Kong, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Metropolis, Citizen Kane, Birth of a Nation, Frankenstein, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Birth of a Nation, the one that came out like last year?
No. The 1915 one, which is very... I mean, Birth of a Nation has a lot of racist stuff in it.
I was wondering.
It's very racist. It's very, very.
I was
racist.
I was watching Gone with the Wind with Zach Newman and Chris one night. And the movie's pretty racist.
Yeah.
Too. All the situations that they include in that movie.
So, yeah.
Guys, Mark Sanchez is running a 2-minute drill. I think he's been like 3 practices. Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
How's he doing?
He actually just completed like a 15-yard pass.
Oh, that's good.
What's the score update?
14-10 Philadelphia at the moment.
All right. What's your next news story?
All right. I'll stay in the Marvel universe. They are making a Shang-Chi movie. Be the first Asian superhero for either of the major studios. So
that's awesome.
Huge deal. Representation matters. It's really exciting that we're finally getting to the point where they're going to start representing everyone.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi as a character, but I'll go see this because the Marvel machine is pretty impressive, and they make They do a really good job of taking characters that not many people know about and making good movies about them. So I trust that this one will have the same impact.
And I've heard they're
And Iron Fist.
they've kind of tapped into or are trying to get some Asian American directors.
That'd be awesome.
So again, like just
representation
and people who understand the culture that you're making a movie about. Like that just makes the film stronger. I think we've seen that proven.
Yep.
What
am I supposed to be looking at, Luke, on your Twitter?
How many followers he has.
Read off my followers list.
I'll go to my next news story too, because it has something else to do
Luke has 216 followers.
Yay!
With representation. DC has a Blue Beetle movie in development with the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, which is a Hispanic kid from El Paso. So more representation. Also, Blue Beetle is one of the coolest characters.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I would love to see what a Blue Beetle suit would look like on like a big movie budget.
Yep.
That would be dope. I'm on board for Blue Beetle for sure.
And also with that, there's also rumors that Zatanna.
Yes. Also would be super dope.
Yeah. All right.
I'd rather her. Okay.
Although, I'm going to make you pick one.
Okay.
Blue Beetle, a Jaime Reyes movie, or a Zatanna Zatara movie.
Blue Beetle.
Brett, do you even know who they are?
No.
Okay.
I'm indifferent. Blue Beetle
is kind of like
spacey.
Space Iron Man kind of ish.
Sure.
Except more spacey.
And except that he is at a war with what's giving him his powers all the time.
Yeah.
It's a constant struggle between who can control it.
And
yeah, that sounds cool.
Zatanna is...
It's like a better version of Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zatanna is a magician, except she actually has magic, and the way she uses it is she says words backwards. And so it'd probably be more like... No, I won't say. No, I would choose Zatanna. I think that'd be so awesome.
I would choose Zatanna, but I would rather her be a part of like a Justice League Dark movie or a Constantine
I would
movie.
I would make her movie a Justice League Dark movie, but...
Well, if they were to do that, sure.
Like I'd include some of those... Like, I'd probably put Dr. Fate in it for a little bit.
Yeah, I think other than the name, I really like the concept of Blue Beetle.
Dude, just do some Blue Beetle research.
Okay.
You'll think he's super dope. You
Just
don't
watch,
do it right now.
just watch Young Justice, man.
That too.
They're both in it.
I know, I do need to
Yeah,
watch
they are both in it.
Young Justice.
Zatanna's in it a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
All right.
What do you got, Brett?
You did. Okay. Artemis Fowl teaser trailer dropped this week from Disney.
I loved those books as a kid.
Garbage trailer. I thought it was garbage.
I loved books too. Not those books because I never read them. But just because you love a book doesn't mean the movie's going to be good.
Absolutely true.
Hashtag rip Aragon.
So, did you see the movie Tomorrowland?
Yes, and I actually kind of liked it.
It
It had lots of problems, but its heart, I really liked it.
That movie, to me, was one of the most boring movies I'd ever seen.
Oh, it was very poorly paced, for sure.
And George Clooney's like, "You're in Tomorrowland." I'm like, what? First of all, who's this chick? Second of all, what? Like, it kind of reminded me of that, and also A Wrinkle in Time.
I would say it gave me way more Wrinkle in Time vibes.
Just with the way it looks. Both of those are made by Disney. Both of them are based on something. I think Tomorrowland a book, or is it a ride?
It's a ride.
Okay. But yeah, it's getting major Wrinkle in Time vibes too, and that movie was horrible.
I don't know if it's because it's a teaser trailer and they don't really talk much about plot and they don't show much.
I also have no idea what this is about. I don't know. So.
From what I picked up, it's about a kid who's a spy. Tyler, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
A kid who's in like a spy family.
He's
and
a billionaire criminal mastermind.
As a kid.
As a 12-year-old.
This sounds like a Disney
movie.
It sounds like a
Disney
movie.
Channel original.
Yeah,
movie.
that's my... Yeah.
Catch that kid. That's
yeah.
all I want to remember.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, the trailer did not impress me, nor Luke.
Mm-mm.
I'm curious to see what Tyler has to say when he watches it. Maybe he just won't. Just
Probably
bury your head in the
won't like
sand.
it.
And
Go in completely dark, knowing nothing.
No expectations.
Except for what you know from the book, I guess.
Yeah. I probably won't watch this trailer for a while. I'll watch it, whatever, eventually. Maybe next week.
So I actually have more sad news, but
I have some more
Do it.
news.
Someone's gotta say it.
Stallone hit the interwebs the other day, and he talked about how he's hanging up his Rocky gloves. So,
Battle rifle, you're so right. It's such a weird idea. I don't know.
Why would and
I haven't read
for
the
our
book since I
audio
was
listeners,
12.
why would you need to be a criminal if you're a billionaire? In regards to Artemis Fowl, that is
because
a
crime is
great
fun.
point.
But yeah, Sylvester Stallone is retiring the Rocky character, so he probably won't be back for Creed 3.
That's so stupid. At least kill him on the screen. We talked about this after it was announced, and I was like, it's one thing to not come back as the character. It's another thing to probably kill off a character off screen. Like, I think that's so
hate
dumb.
it. They did that with, spoilers for Alien Covenant, with the girl from Prometheus, and that really made me angry.
So I don't know how Creed 2 ends because I haven't seen it yet. But is it one of those things where they're
Rocky
like,
goes to space.
Yeah, it's weird. He goes on like this moon excursion.
Optimus Prime style.
oh yeah.
He flies out into space and he's like, protect Earth.
Well then, yeah, that kind of is setting up a bigger universe there of potential spin-off films.
Guardians of the
but-
Galaxy, Volume 3.
Yeah, he was in the second one.
He is, yeah. It connects. It all connects.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not at this point. He's not
At the same time,
the main character. And
No, he's not.
I actually really trust them to still make a really incredible movie
Right,
with
yeah.
the situation. Like,
Oh yeah,
I'm still all in for Creed 3, baby.
Yeah.
Creed 3D.
Oh, okay, I'm out. I'm out.
Every punch is thrown right at the camera.
Oh, that one almost hit me. Creed 4D. Somebody
Stands in front of you and punches you.
boom. Ah. This movie's so lifelike. Ugh.
There's a real quick, and I will make this quick side hop here. When I was watching Ralph Breaks the Internet,
The football.
we were in 3D, and someone behind me legitimately freaked out. It was hilarious. Anyways,
I saw it in 2D.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would have, but it was an hour difference.
Okay,
in
I'm
time,
gonna hit 2 news stories here.
do it.
DC Universe's Swamp Thing had some set photos come out.
What?
Basically, just the main characters. Well,
In a rowboat.
Alec Holland, not Swamp Thing yet.
Lots of people were freaking out about how
And
the girl didn't have white hair.
I know, and guys, stop freaking out if something doesn't look exactly like you expect it to. Just let the show have its narrative and go where it goes and see what happens. Maybe that's how when she gets her powers, her hair will turn white. Who
Yeah.
knows? I don't know.
Maybe when she gets her dragons. her hair will turn white.
She doesn't get dragons.
We're not talking about Game of Thrones?
No, we're talking about Swamp Thing.
But I want Game of Thrones.
But yeah, that's pretty cool that they're shooting already. I'm
Mhm.
glad that that's not dead in the water because it
Mhm.
seems like sometimes these shows get announced way before they're even close to ready. So
yeah.
good news there. Bad news: Man of Steel 2, no surprise here, and the Flash movie lose momentum at Warner Brothers. Man of Steel 2 is in development hell. I don't think that's ever going to happen at this rate.
That makes me so sad.
The Flash movie losing momentum, I think, is more a product of Fantastic Beasts gaining momentum, and Ezra Miller's shooting schedule is way too busy to shoot a Flash movie. But he says, and this is when I sent you that quote earlier,
Mhm.
he was talking about, I saw it on comicbook.com, let me clarify, but the article or the interview that it's from is from his interview with Playboy.
Oh yeah.
Because he had a Playboy shoot. I don't know if anybody heard about this.
Those photos were awkward.
Yeah, he said that if anybody knows the character of Barry Allen, you know that he's always late, and it's okay because anytime he shows up, it's always good. And so he's like, "We're gonna make a super awesome Flash movie. Just be patient."
Mm-hmm.
He said it's his dream to make a Flash movie. So I'm not overly concerned about that. It sucks because I like the Flash, but
I'm going to quote Voltron, patience yields focus. Or something like that. I don't remember it.
love it.
Sounds
yeah.
good.
So that's 2 pretty cool stories, I thought. You got one more? I got one more.
I do have one more. The Russo brothers were talking a lot.
They do talk a lot.
Especially this week.
Yeah.
And they said
Busy week for them.
they were really interested in making a Secret Wars film.
Yeah.
which would be awesome. Please do it. And the Russo brothers are incredible, specifically with Marvel. They've made 3 really great movies, and they also said that Chris Evans is not finished as Cap. So we'll figure out what the heck that means.
What does
eventually.
that mean?
But
Bum, bum, bum.
I love Cap. Chris Evans is great. I don't know.
He is great. I just hope this doesn't eliminate any kind of stakes in
Right.
future movies. If it's just cameos and like the workout videos and stuff, sure. If he's like actually getting more movies, might be a little upset.
I just
Personally,
want you to know my Twitter followers just went up by 1, Brett.
I'm so proud of you.
I think I have like 707.
Oh, I think Tyler's got more than me.
Getting diamond guns. You got 700 followers. Oh, look at me. I'm Tyler. I'm so cool.
My last news story is a bit of a spoiler.
Don't watch that. That's a Marvel trailer.
Is it?
That is
Oh,
the Marvel
yeah.
trailer.
The Captain Marvel trailer just dropped. This is dropping currently on my cellular device, if you guys can see it. So this is a spoiler for the Bumblebee movie.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Kind of.
Kind of. I don't know. It's circulating the internet. Bumblebee will talk in the Bumblebee film
Oh.
and will be voiced by none other than, this is a weird choice to me, Dylan O'Brien will be voicing Bumblebee.
Interesting.
That's the Maze Runner kid, if you guys didn't know.
Has he done any other voice acting work?
I'm sure he has. I mean, most actors have at some point in their careers. But I just think it's weird that it's such a young character voicing him. I figured it'd be... Well, I guess Bumblebee's probably the youngest of the Transformers. So
He's my doppelganger.
is he?
Yeah. He's
Kind of.
admittedly more handsome, but
I don't know. He's not
I can
as
see
beautiful, though.
I disagree with that part.
Is this still going? It's still going. Goodness gracious, this is a long... I thought you were looking to see if he had voice acting, not
I
looking
know.
at pictures of him.
calm down.
He's looking at Dylan O'Brien through the years over here.
All right, I'll see if he's got any.
Easy, Brett. We have stuff to do this evening.
I know.
Calm down.
But yeah, that's my last news story before we get into our predictions for the.
We're doing predicts first.
I think we should do. I think we should do.
I'm sorry about that, everybody.
Predictions.
Oh,
I tried
that's
to shorten
good.
it, and that did not
That
work.
did not work.
Gosh darn it.
Predictions is what he was going for. It's all right. We'll get through it.
It's been a long day, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
So we decided, with the Game Awards being on Thursday, we would do predictions for the 5 big categories.
Yep, kind of the 5 biggest categories.
Also,
and-
Brett, Jesse McCartney to voice Optimus Prime would be pretty funny.
Ryan Reynolds to voice Optimus.
Now all I'm gonna picture is Nightwing as Optimus Prime. So why don't you mention what we are doing Thursday, Brett?
Yeah, so Thursday evening, we are going to be doing a live stream of the Game Awards with commentary.
Yee.
I think at least at the beginning, it'll be Tyler and me. Luke's a little tied up,
Yeah, I have a
but
church Christmas party.
you might be joining us.
And training. I don't
Maybe?
know. We'll see.
All right.
It depends how long it goes.
Probably
Both
about
the
2
Game
hours.
Awards
Yeah,
and
I think it'll
the-
be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 7:30 p.m. Central, I think.
That's when it starts.
I think so.
Is it 7:30 or 6:30?
I don't.
So Kyle, we need to get through the training real quick on Thursday now.
7:30.
8:30 Eastern.
Yeah,
So
so
7:30.
7:30
So 7:30. Tune in right here again. We'll be doing reactions not just to the
Awards.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of announcements and world premieres that we'll have a lot of fun
10
talking about.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's huge. That's a lot of news.
But for the podcast, we thought we would also just give you guys some of our predictions. So, Game of the Year nominees are Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2. What do you guys think?
Okay, I'm actually not going to answer this question correctly.
Okay.
It's the
He's
only,
gonna
it's the
go
only
with
one I
what he-
won't.
It's the one you want?
Yeah, I actually think Red Dead's gonna win,
Okay.
but I'm rooting for God of War because that's my favorite game of the year so far.
I got Red Dead Redemption 2 winning it.
Yeah, I also have Red Dead.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you, Luke. I would love for God of War to win.
I think Luke made the best comparison that God of War is going to be the Mad Max Fury Road of the Game Awards.
It's gonna win everything
but the big one.
Best Picture.
Yep.
Or Best Game.
Yeah.
All right, best action game.
Sorry. Battle Rifle is killing me tonight. Christopher Walken to play the new Megatron.
Oh, that would be the greatest thing.
Optimus.
Prime. I'm coming for you.
I'm going to stab you in the face with a soldering knife.
I had a pocket watch. My dad's gold pocket watch.
Oh. I'm sorry, everyone. That was funny.
On Cybertron.
You do it again, I'm going to stab you in the face with a soldering knife.
Best action game. Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Far Cry 5, Mega Man 11.
Best action?
Yeah, best
Far Cry 5,
action game.
I guess.
God of War.
No, it wasn't. That one's action adventure.
This is
Oh,
this is just action game.
So we have different things. I just went off the top 5 on the website.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I went to the Game Awards website.
You did, and you did that appropriately.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, that's the link you gave us, bro.
I know.
Because the top 5 categories are Game of the Year,
Yes, no.
ongoing.
Go ahead. What's the best ongoing game?
The best ongoing game. Do we even have to discuss this one?
No.
It's Fortnite. Fortnite's going to win that, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think so.
feel like there's no chance.
Even though it's been out for 1 or 2 years and it's still
I
on
don't
beta.
understand how it's nominated, but whatever.
Boy.
You're right. It will win.
Boy. Boy of War.
Boy.
My bad. I legitimately
Atreus.
just clicked on the IGN link, assuming that they would
Oh.
follow the top 5,
All good.
Okay, yeah, so that was best ongoing game.
Yeah. So
and the other
Fortnite,
nominees were
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
I think Siege is a dark horse there, though,
It
because that
could
game
be.
has done really well since post-launch.
It could be, and it's coming out or just came out in China or maybe Korea.
Awesome.
So, who knows? All right, best game direction.
Corey
God.
Barlog, baby.
So,
God of War.
A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead 2.
God of War.
God of War.
I think God of War will win this one.
God of War. Without a doubt. And it deserves it.
Yeah.
Corey Barlog, you busted your tail, buddy. You should win this one.
All right, best narrative, Detroit Become Human,
Nope.
God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, Marvel Spider-Man, or Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I haven't seen how Red Dead's story wraps up.
I haven't beat it.
Despite the
so-
fact, I haven't played it. I should have just looked it up. But what are you guys thinking? Best narrative.
Is there a different category for writing?
This is for outstanding. I don't think so. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development.
All right, then I'm actually going to say Red Dead. Because the writing in that game is incredible.
Yeah.
Even though I'm only halfway through. But so far it's been probably the best written game I've ever played.
I'm going to say God of War wins this one. I want Red Dead to win because Red Dead is my favorite game. But I was telling Luke this earlier. I feel bad for God of War and Spider-Man this year because those are games that would probably win Game of the Year any other year.
Mm-hmm.
But Red Dead is just a juggernaut. It reaches a much bigger audience because it's on 2 consoles. God of War and Spider-Man are stuck to one. Like, it's just Red Dead is going to be a juggernaut at these awards. But I think God of War will win Best Narrative.
Battle Rifle mentions that he thinks, he said never mind. But Detroit Become Human is one that we've mentioned a couple times for nominations. That if there was one it could win, it would be narrative.
I just feel like
I don't think it will.
I think it would
But
be
it-
hard to choose.
It would be the one that it could win.
I mean, I know these people. Do our votes actually matter in the Game Awards?
10%.
10%. Okay, so this is my thought: is not everybody's. Don't nitpick me here, but
Everybody. I'll say it.
Detroit has a different outcome for everyone who plays it.
Right.
So, like, how can you judge the narrative as a voter unless you've played through every outcome? Like, I just feel like that's not
Right.
a fair game that you can vote for.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's bad. It's poorly represented for voting. Because what if you got an outcome that you just thought was absolute trash, but then, like, everybody else's outcome they loved because it was totally different than yours?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just, that's a weird one to have votes count
It is.
for.
It is.
So, I think God of War will win narrative, though.
I'll throw my hat in with God of War.
Did you say boy?
I feel bad. I feel bad. I don't know how many of these games, how many Spider-Man is gonna win. It's up for a bunch of noms.
There's one that me and Tyler think Spider-Man should definitely win.
It should win. I don't think it will, though.
Yeah.
We think that I don't know his name.
Christopher Judge. You
No,
talking about for God of
the
War?
Spider-Man.
Oh, Yuri Lowenthal.
He should win for voice
For
acting.
voice acting.
Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
They did
He's
some
so
incredible
good.
stuff with voice acting in that game.
Yeah, like the web swinging
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah, it's awesome. He's good.
Yep. All right. The last one we're gonna go over tonight is best art direction.
God of War.
So,
Sorry, I keep jumping the gun before you announce.
Assassin's Creed, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead 2, and The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Yeah, I've only not played 2 games in this category, but I think God of War will win it.
I would agree. I
God
think
of War is so beautiful.
I think this year is gonna be a God of War versus Red
Red
Dead.
Dead.
Oh,
with
for sure.
Everyone else just picking up scraps.
Yep. However, I want to bring up a category, the best indie game category.
Yeah.
I find it so unfair, and it's a category that I don't think should be mentioned this year because one of the games in this category is nominated for Game of the Year as an indie. Like, you pretty much, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I mean, Dead Cells, though, is super popular, and a lot of people really like it, but it's not going to beat Celeste.
No, I think
Celeste
yeah.
will win biggest impact game, too, I think. I'm excited for Thursday. I'm excited to talk about
Me
it.
too. Christmas party!
So,
You need some kebabs.
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 Is the video up yet?
The video is up, so
We are going to... Are we going to have a short intermission while we get this set up?
well, you guys can keep talking about whatever you want for 2 minutes. I have to do some technical things.
Why don't I bring up the question that I was going to bring up during the Fanbox, and me and Tyler can talk about that.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So,
How's it going, Luke?
pretty good. How are you doing, Tyler?
I'm great.
How are you, Freddie Mercury?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm a guy.
But so recently there was the rumor that Skyward Sword was going to be released on the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
and then Nintendo was like, "Nah, bro, we're not doing that." So I started thinking, and me and Chris were talking the other night. What old Nintendo games should be re-released on the Switch? So
Can we go with... Re-released, sure, but can I say...
I'll let you answer it however you want.
Rebooted? Can I say rebooted?
Sure.
Obviously, the one fresh in my mind would be Star Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we got a Metroid announcement. We got a Pokemon announcement.
Mm-hmm.
We've gotten Mario Kart. We got Mario Odyssey. We got Zelda. Why do we not have Star Fox yet?
I bet it's coming.
It better be. I hope it's one of the world premieres this week. I'd love that.
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be premiered.
Yeah.
Is my guess. But I don't know. That's tough to.
So
I was gonna do a re-release.
So
I feel like I gotta say Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I always cheat with these questions by giving very vague answers or a bunch of answers. And so here's my a bunch of answers answer. On the GameCube, they released the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition or something like that.
ooh,
And it
Skyward or not? What? Wind Waker.
Yeah, it had Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Legend of Zelda, and Legend of Zelda 2. All on one disc. I think they should do that again for the Switch, but have Ocarina of Time,
Majora's
maybe
Mask.
not all of these because that'd be a lot of large games, but Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Choose from those. Like, if you did Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess, that's actually a trilogy. Just, there's Ocarina of Time, and then there's the 2 timelines, and one takes place when he's young, and one takes place when he's older. I think is how the timeline works. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think that would be an awesome thing to give. Are we ready to go?
We
007 GoldenEye on the Switch would be dope.
Yeah, it would.
With updated graphics.
Also, a Metroid Prime trilogy re-released on the Switch would be really cool, I think. Re-release Star Fox in 64 on the Switch. I'd be so down. Just for pretty much anything re-released on the Switch. Honestly. Oh, I need to put these on.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, we can.
So we're gonna
hold up. Let's.
Did we just stop recording?
No, we're good.
Oh. You're over there hitting buttons. I don't know.
I am hitting buttons.
So
I know what I'm doing.
We're gonna take like a quick. We're not taking a break.
Nope.
It's gonna seem really weird and out of place because we're gonna do a live trailer reaction.
I'm gonna reintroduce all of us. It's gonna be super awkward.
Yeah. So if you know us, that's great. But you get to go along with us in the shooting of a video, so you can see how great we are at it.
This is how the sausage gets made.
Don't say it that way. That's weird.
That's a commonly used phrase that you should all know.
Is Brett from the 80s? You from the 80s? Brett's from the 80s, isn't he?
Maybe.
No.
Like 89.
All right, introduce us.
You're 90. Sorry.
What's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome back to another trailer reaction. We are What the Fanboy. We are here to react live for the first time to the Captain Marvel trailer number 2. Just aired on Monday Night Football.
Yee.
So we're about to go crazy on Marvel, I hope. So let's get this thing going.
All right, ready?
Are you ready, Tyler?
I'm ready.
It's over there, Justin. I'm ready. Let's hit it. Ooh, punch the old lady again.
Oh, yeah. Punching that old lady.
Old lady got moves. Oh, she smiled.
She's literally on a team of future villains.
Oh, she's bleeding blue.
That is gorgeous. The special effects in this. Oh my gosh. Oh,
the mohawk.
That looks sick.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
Dude, that
Sam
de-aging
J.
looks
Sam
great.
Jackson looks good. They've done a good job on him. It's a yes or a no. Whoa.
That was cool.
Piccolo.
I had a life here. What are you telling me?
There's your
Jude Law
bad
looks
guy.
dope.
He's definitely the bad guy.
Ooh.
There's Ronan. I'm gonna end it.
Oh. Oh. Okay, that's awesome. Wow.
All right. So what'd you think?
That's great. That's looking awesome.
Sure.
Ooh.
I don't know. Like,
I don't think I'm gonna like it that much.
No?
honestly,
I-
I was really distracted on the Super Saiyan thing there at the end.
Mhm.
And I don't even watch Dragon Ball Z, and I was just like, oh, she looks like Goku.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
It's hard. I don't know. I'm really excited. It's a Marvel movie. I love superhero movies. Honestly, I don't know that much about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And that part excites me. Part excites me, but I don't know.
I'm sure it'll be good, but this is a good shot right here.
Yeah.
Because her face always looks like that. Always.
Yeah.
Whether it's in Kong, whether it's in these trailers, like, it's just annoying. I don't like that.
You should watch Room.
I need to watch that movie.
She's really good in that movie.
Is
She
she
won an Oscar
really
for that
good,
movie.
or is the kid really good and it makes her step her game up?
She's really good.
Good.
But this movie looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
special
colors
effects are
and the
awesome.
effects look awesome.
Absolutely.
And I'll always take a movie with Samuel L. Jackson. So
Yeah. The production value on this alone.
The de-aging on Samuel L. Jackson looks incredible.
yeah.
Like, I'm glad they showed that off because it looks so good.
Where was it?
You'll find it. I believe in you.
I don't believe in myself.
I love her mohawk helmet
Yeah.
thing she's got going. That looks
Yeah.
That looks dope.
awesome. And I liked it when it just kind of disappeared and her hair went down. I thought that looked really cool too.
More Wakanda tech.
Yeah.
I appreciated in this trailer specifically, we got a little more interaction between her and the others. Like the first trailer obviously was more of a teaser, and it was her and Samuel, and clearly her and Sam Jackson are still the kind of
The central focus.
the central focus, at least for the majority of this movie. But clearly the first third and even parts of the rest are going to revolve around her relationship with her team,
Who are all going to be bad
who
guys.
are all going to end up being villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm. It
don't know.
stinks because Jude Law's character, you could see it coming because it's Jude Law, and he's the other big name going against Brie Larson's big name.
Yeah.
So you can kind of guess he's going to be a villain. Once again, we have a toy that spoils who a character is.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name because it's weird pronunciation.
We also have
but it's
another
just, I'm so tired of
another
toys
upcoming
spoiling stuff.
Marvel movie where it's the first movie for a character and they're just going to fight the opposite
Another
version
of
of
themselves.
Yeah.
Like, again, here we go.
Hey, but
Yeah, but they punch an old lady.
Yeah.
who can do a backflip?
That lady's awesome.
I want to watch a parkour video of that old lady.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She's like doing flips and all kinds of cool stuff.
Well,
But I mean, like
I'm
you
still,
said,
I'm still really excited.
I don't know.
I think I was. I don't know. I probably was expecting a lot more from the trailer, and then I know nothing about her, and so it doesn't meet what I know nothing about.
sure.
So I don't know. That's confusing, but
I get what you're saying.
It's it's also in a weird position with Infinity War Part 2. That's what I'm calling it. Sorry. Avengers 4 coming out like a month after.
that's the thing too. I'm
This-
way more hyped for Avengers than this.
How do you counter, I mean, not counter, but you have to compete with that hype.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you're trying to build on it with the end credit scene from Infinity War, but I think you can only do so much.
From this movie though, when it comes out, I need to believe that she can take on Thanos.
Right.
That's the one thing I need from this
She looks
movie.
pretty powerful though.
Yes.
In this trailer, even. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm still excited. I'm not crazy about Brie Larson, so my thoughts on the movie are probably a little unfair right now. I think once I see it, I'll probably like it.
That looks awesome.
Yeah,
right
she
there.
looks awesome.
I love that mohawk.
In her full suit.
I'm glad they put the helmet on her so it actually looks like she might show emotion.
Plus, the red and blue gold suit looks way better than that green suit,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember when those first images leaked and everyone was freaking out
Yeah.
about the green suit?
It's like, calm down, people.
It's okay.
Calm down. It might be CG or it's a pre-suit. Calm down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that suit looks great.
Yep.
But
let us know what you thought. Me and Tyler didn't probably react how everybody wanted, but
Yeah,
Brett
sorry.
probably did. Yell at us in the comments. Let us know what you thought in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. We'd love to hear from you. Check out our show live on YouTube on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Is that right?
Yes,
Did I do that right?
That's
Okay.
accurate.
And we also have the podcast go on iTunes and Google Play and all that stuff and SoundCloud. So check us out there. Just search What the Fanboy. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
But we didn't leave the
live
podcast.
viewers.
How was that, everybody? Was that awkward?
Yeah, was that weird to watch, guys? If you were there for that, how many people are still in here?
Oh, we have no viewers left.
Oh,
Everyone left.
boo. They probably
That
were
might
like,
not be completely accurate. I don't know. Oh no, we still have 3. It's fine. 3 viewers.
Yay.
You stuck with us. Thank you.
Battle Rifle with the killer comment. I'm gonna date Brie Larson for a year, then date the old woman she punched. But what if she punches the old woman again? Also, guys, just a quick update on the Monday night game. It is 13-14. Carson Wentz just threw an interception in the red zone, so the Redskins have the ball. It looks like, last I saw, it looked like they were at about midfield. Colt McCoy broke his leg.
Oh my.
So that's the second Redskins quarterback to break their leg this year.
Okay, Tyler, are the Redskins cursed?
I believe so. Last year we had 21 players on the injured reserve. This year we're on pace for about the same amount. So Battle Rifle is still here. My guy.
My man.
Battle Rifle, where are you from? Because you're here every night and I love it.
Yeah, me too.
While we wait for Brett to get everything fixed and set back up.
Sorry, grabbing a screenshot for the thumbnail. Trying to decide
Here's my
which
thumbnail.
one is not too blurry.
Nice. So yeah, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm all kind of discombobulated because Brett wanted to do a live trailer reaction. What a dingus.
I'll do that at the end.
This episode
okay.
is
Keep
so
it-
awesome.
Yeah, this episode's off the rails and I love it. But let's get back on the rails and talk about what we came here to talk about.
Is it review time? Can I do the thing?
Yes, do the thing.
Do the thing.
We still don't have music. Luke, are you got this? Custom music. Okay, that's enough of that.
Okay.
we got to do better on the custom music next time.
You didn't say what type of music you wanted.
Yeah.
I was going for synth
That,
polka.
that is a 10 out of 10 on the yee scale. That was not good. Sorry,
It's
listeners.
also a 10 out of 10 on the yeet scale. Young people, let me know if I did that right.
We all saw a movie. I saw it a little while longer ago, so my
Mhm.
take might be a little more freezing cold than these guys's. But we're going to talk some Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Ralph breaks the internet.
I hope not. We got to do these shows every week.
I know.
If he breaks the internet, we can't do it.
I feel like the internet is always broken.
Freaking John C. Reilly. Gosh. So, let's get into it. Who's up first? Who wants to talk about their early impressions or first impressions, I guess? Spoiler-free impressions?
Yeah, let's do some
Yes.
spoiler-free impressions.
I like the word impressions.
I really like this movie.
Yeah.
And it started off slow for me. I got about halfway through and I was like, I still don't know where it's going and I'm not sure I'm going to like it. And then like the entire second half swung it to a place that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to separate how it affected me emotionally from how I review it in terms of like
As a film?
as a film.
Oh, I'm definitely not doing that.
But part of why I like it so much is because both this one and the first one talk about who you are as a person, or who Ralph is as a person, who Penelope is as a person, and that's relatable to an audience, and I think they do that really, really well.
Mm.
Love it.
You go.
That's my short.
I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I do have some issues with it, which we'll get into later. But I kind of feel the opposite of you.
That's fine.
I thought it started off strong, and I was really like, yeah, this is going to be funny. It's going to be good. And then I felt like in the middle, it just kind of got boring, and I felt like it didn't know where it was going, like you said. And then at the end, it squares its feet up and it goes to the finish line, and I thought it did a pretty good job of sticking the landing at the end. But there's just a few moments in the movie where I was kind of like, okay, let's
keep
get going, because I was starting to get bored.
Yeah.
I liked the first one better, but I do think this is a good movie. I'm not trying to discredit the movie.
You hate everything.
I don't hate everything. I like the movie. But
First, you hate the Captain Marvel trailer.
I didn't hate
now
it.
you hate Wreck-It Ralph too.
I did not hate Wreck-It Ralph 2, and I did not hate the Captain Marvel trailer. But no, I don't know. First one was better to me, but it's still a really good movie. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, we'll break it down. It's fine.
Well, it's easier to break down for me.
I absolutely loved this movie the whole way through. I thought the first half was extremely funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought the second half was really funny, but just an emotional gut punch.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt my soul. I think it's an incredible film that is... I'll just read what I wrote, because I can't think of what to say, because I'm already getting emotional. An incredible film that improves and surpasses the first. I thought the first Wreck-It Ralph was really good. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was really fun. This one just... Woo! It launched up into the stratosphere for me. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Booyah. I'm saying mine now. It's a booyah. Spoilers for my recommendation.
What is your recommendation rating?
It would also be a booyah.
Mine is in between fanboy worthy and booyah. Like 1 minute it'll be fanboy worthy, the next minute it's booyah. I just don't know where to put this one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll round up and say booyah. I mean, naturally you want to round up, right? It is really good. I'm trying to be like the even piece in between you two, because I know both of you like.
And you are in between us.
Yeah, but you guys were both like emotionally invested. Like there was something in the movie that spoke to you guys, probably more so than I.
Which I find interesting when we get into spoilers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe after the show, we can talk a little bit about that.
Can, depending on the content, sure, we can
when
talk
I-
about
when
it.
I-
How much spoilers do you think we'll go into?
Not.
'Cause,
We can
like,
probably
who was
say
it that
away.
said it before they hadn't seen this movie.
Battle Rifle.
Battle Rifle. I see. Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if we have to talk about spoilers.
Yeah, I don't think we have to.
Probably not. We
can.
probably don't have to. No, so back to... I think it's fine, like, to not find it as enjoyable. And you don't have to give it a booyah. Don't worry. I mean, I give it a booyah because it's something that I can recommend to anyone. Because I
absolutely.
think that the emotional impacts that it tries to hit you with, whether it succeeds or not, are relatable to most people.
Mm-hmm.
My concern with that is, but when does the emotional impact take a backseat to the story?
I don't think it does, except for
That's what bothers me.
except for what you were talking about, that middle section.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it gets a little bogged down in itself. Like I was saying, like the end of the first half, probably. It gets a little bogged down on itself, but it still maintains humor to carry me through that bogged down section. There's the scene with the princesses, which is in the trailer. Part of it's in the trailer, and again, I won't spoil anything. But that scene is hilarious because it's very meta, and it's making fun of the Disney tropes.
Light spoiler warning. But then it falls into the same trope. Because the big evil guy becomes the White Knight and tries to save her at the end.
But he doesn't. I mean, well, okay, and that is another. If you read any of my cons,
I didn't.
Like, you're kind of right in that the way they solve the problem is not logically how something would work, and
I wrote as a pro or as a con, makes fun of its own plot with the princess narrative, but then kind of turns it on its head at the end.
Right. See, this is where I'm afraid I'm going to get into spoiler
problems.
Right,
yeah.
I had one tiny little con.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter to the movie at all. In the Oh My Disney scene, all the princesses are like, we've all been saved by a big strong man. Pocahontas saves John Smith. I just want to say that.
Generalizations. My other non-spoiler con was the introduction of the internet when they first arrived there was like every other. If you've ever seen a scene like that in a movie, if a movie is exactly like how every other movie does it or show, Futurama had the exact same thing, except they dove into some more adult content. But it's like, yeah, like we're flying in, and then there's pop-up ads, and you have to avoid them, or and there's sponsored freaking Google over here, Facebook over here, Twitter over here, and everyone has to get their little piece of what's popular in the moment on.
Yeah, but if it wasn't in there,
no, I know. I'm just saying
Would it
how.
really be
I'm
the
just saying
internet?
how it was shot. I thought was unimaginative.
I had never seen anything like that before.
Okay, well,
I don't watch Futurama.
all right.
I liked the visualization of the internet, but not so much the skyscraper look. I liked the way people within the internet looked. I thought that was
and
super
how they
fun.
interacted.
Yeah.
And Dana kept pointing out the way people walked, like with their arms.
Yeah.
Like they just did weird things, and I just thought it was really funny because people do weird things on the internet. Like that's normal. And I thought that was a pretty cool representation of what the internet would look like if it was a physical, touchable thing like, that you could see in front of you.
Yeah.
It was just really funny.
I loved how like an internet bus crashes and lands on a person, and then it cuts to the real world and it goes
like,
boom, lost internet connection.
Yeah.
Like, no, like that happens in real life. Like, is that what's happening in my computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved
No,
how
those-
they showed that stuff.
I
Those
loved
moments
the
were-
interpretation of the internet.
yeah, I did
It
too.
was killing me. I was
liked the
rolling
overall.
around.
To be clear, I like the overall interpretation. I just didn't like the introduction. Like the
Okay.
one
Yeah.
scene of them flying in and going to eBay was like
Not
really
original.
the only thing I was like, oh, well, I've
Oh.
seen this before.
Oh, an actual e-boy.
But there's nothing new under the sun. So, what about some pros?
I liked the relationship with Ralph and Vanellope.
Yes.
Also noted John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman. Just both really good.
Yeah.
I thought they were good in the first movie. I thought they were better in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I would agree.
They were really good together.
They built on that chemistry.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It really. They
And
steal the show, I think.
Yeah, and it's always funny to me that Sarah Silverman is the voice of Vanellope. Like,
Yeah.
I just like when I picture Sarah Silverman, I don't picture her doing kids movies.
Yeah.
But she does a great job as Vanellope. And shout out Wonder Woman one time, Gal Gadot. I thought that was really fun,
Okay,
really awesome.
I have that written down too.
Mm-hmm.
I wish she would. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna be like mean or anything, but like when she plays Wonder Woman, she uses her normal voice,
Mhm.
which is a very thick accent, and in this it was so much more clear. I felt like,
Oh.
and it's easier to understand,
She
and I
toned
think
it
it
down a
sounds
little bit.
better.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's mean to say or not.
No,
I
no.
think so.
You're fine.
I wish
It's
she
a
would,
preference.
Yeah, I wish she would just use that accent as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Just so I could understand her a little bit better. But yeah, she was really good.
I thought all
voice
the,
acting
I was
good.
gonna say I thought all the performances for voice
This
acting
movie's-
were really good.
Got so many famous people. In it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's loaded.
Yeah.
The other one I have noted is Alan Tudyk for the
Ask Jeeves.
Knows
actually-
more.
Knows
Mr.
More.
Knows More,
Mr.
yeah.
Knows More.
And Spamley was Bill Hader.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Spamley was great.
I was trying to figure out who that was the entire movie.
Yeah.
And I had to get on IMDb.
And
during
then
that.
Taraji Henson was
The yes.
yes, algorithm, yes. Yes.
The other thing I noted
On
outside of
BuzzFeed.
actors and
Mhm.
actresses was the art direction and animation.
Oh my gosh.
Like this looked so good.
So far we have like the same.
We have the same list.
Yeah.
Are we the same person?
Yes.
If Tyler wasn't here, we would actually
B one.
morph into each. Yeah.
There's actually a mirror right there.
Yeah.
In between Tyler. But yeah, this is one of the best looking animated movies I've seen. And
Yeah.
I prefer Disney's Studios animation way more to Pixar actually.
Mm.
I just think it looks way better. And they don't like I don't know, Pixar it looks really good and it looks really like clean, but at the same time some of their characterizations sometimes throw me off.
Yeah. Specifically, I'll note Gal's character. Like I noticed her hair, how it was moving, and
When,
it
like,
just
she's driving
blew.
and
It just
stuff?
blew my mind. Well,
Mhm.
even when she was just sitting there, and you'd
Mhm.
like, there would be like she would move, and there would be a breeze, and I felt like that motion all worked, and you could see like it wasn't just the clump of hair moved. It was
strands,
and there were pieces that moved together like they should. I don't know. It was so well animated.
Yes.
I agree.
Yep.
I don't feel like I need to say any more. You covered it.
Yeah.
On that regard.
Okay.
So my favorite pro of the movie was kind of I won't say really what it is, but kind of one of the main themes that comes through towards the climax of the movie. Just absolutely rocked me. Tyler was talking about how somebody was cutting onions during Creed 2.
Yeah.
I was in an onion factory during this movie. It was not good. And I saw this movie by myself. I'm surrounded by a bunch of couples, and I was like, I look so weird right now.
I had people above me and to the side, and it was a pretty empty theater, so I was like, trying not to like make real loud noises. Maybe they won't notice.
There was too many people in my theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were all couples and then a family of 10 kids.
See, there was a family, and they interacted an appropriate amount.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't annoying, but it was fun to hear them
laugh,
react when things happened.
I had my worst theater experience ever when I saw it.
I'm sorry.
Probably another reason I didn't like it
as much,
yeah. I had 2 girls behind me on their phones with their feet on the back of the seat the entire movie. And then a family...
Punch them in the face.
2 parents brought their 3 kids, and I think the parents were there to see the movie, and they brought their kids because they couldn't find a babysitter. Because the kids were running up and down the stairs in the theater and, like, running around the aisles. And I was like, yeah, this is...
During the credits, the kids were running around in circles. And I was so glad they weren't doing that during the movie. They were actually really good during the movie. I was really surprised.
That's
I saw
nice.
Frozen on a Sunday afternoon. I hate that movie so much. First of all, it's overrated. Second of all, just the worst theater experience I've ever had.
It is what it is.
But yeah, the theme. Sucker punch to the gonads.
I kind of want to talk about some spoilers.
He said we can spoil it if you want. He's going to stick around, it looks like.
So anyone watching on the video or listening on the podcast, we're going to do some
I will time code it. So.
Yeah, I will too on the YouTube video. So we're going to jump into some spoilers. I think we all recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout comes out tomorrow.
So so the part that got me, so the theme, right, and we can talk about interpretation, I think, but I think it's pretty clear, is that if the first one is about finding yourself and finding people who accept you, friends, this one is about allowing friends to evolve, your friendships to evolve, and
you want the best for them.
You want them, yeah. If you really love them, you want the best for them. You want them to be happy, and it's okay for them to not be with you 24/7. I mean, that's a more literal. But for me, it was that moment of, like, when Vanellope takes on the role that Ralph did in the first one and says, I'm going to sacrifice for you. And then, of course, my problem with that is that viruses don't just change because your host changes. Like, the person who... Anyways, that annoyed me. I think they could have come up with a more clever way of getting rid of the virus. And then when they put the cookie, the heart cookie metal back together, there was a line that was said in that moment about how, now we each have one, our own, to remember each other by. And it's emotional for me because I have a friend that I made in LA when I was out there, and we went back to our own lives afterwards, and we kept up for a long time, and then we started talking less and less. And I recently just reconnected with him, which is awesome. But, like, just that idea of friendship evolving and letting go of what you really want, because it might be selfish and to what they need.
So there's 2 parts in this that really got me. One less so and one a lot more so. And one is when Ralph is spying on Shank and Vanellope talking when he tries to FaceTime with her.
Yeah.
And Shank is like, a real friend won't stop you from following your dreams.
Yeah.
It's like, oh geez, that's gonna hurt later.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I don't know what's really gonna happen, but she's probably gonna stay here.
So that's the moment that I knew that like it really got back on the tracks for me, and was like, okay, I know where this is going, and I'm happy with that direction.
Yeah, and then during the end, when, gosh dang it, I can't do this. They're both like captured, and Ralph is talking to Mega Ralph, and he's like, that's not what a real friend does. Sometimes a real friend has to let somebody go. And I was like, oh, dang it. Because, I mean, just recently, that's kind of what I had to do. Less so with college because, I mean, you don't see those people as much. But then also, like, best friends move across the world.
Right.
And it sucks. And you hardly ever get to see them. And the possibility that could happen again just kind of drains at you. And I kind of lost it, and I kind of stopped watching for a bit. I don't really know what really happened after it, because I was just buried in I was watching it like this. It was bad, man. But yeah, that part really just absolutely was soul-crushing.
Yeah. I kind of figured it would hit you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even kind of talked about that until last week a little bit, but I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, it didn't
Didn't work for you.
I mean, it was emotional, but like not on a real personal level for me. I'm curious as to why you thought it would hit me, because you said we'll talk about it.
You have family
far away,
and I know that you love seeing them and miss connecting with them as much. And that's just kind of what I thought when I was thinking after I watched it. I was like, okay, I know why it'll hit Luke. I bet he'll hit Tyler the same way.
It did a little bit, but not as much.
But not as much.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm numb to it.
No,
but I mean,
no.
I crossed that bridge 8 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had 8 years to accept that I don't live in the same place as my family.
Right.
And it's okay. Like, the moment that Ralph has in the movie is the moment I had 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So, like, now seeing it, I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You know, we go through it, and everybody handles it differently, but at the end of the day, we know it's going to be all right, one way or the other. And, I mean, life goes on. You'll overcome it, you know. And it was a great moment, and I definitely get why it would more for you.
Yeah, that's lately. The stage I'm in right now.
Yeah, like you're crossing the bridge right now. So, like, for you, it hits, and it's heavy. And yours is probably a little more recent than mine.
Not really. I just hold on to things.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like spill my life out on the podcast. But
it's fine.
I've gone through some stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've gone through some pretty rough stuff. So that is like a very small piece that I've compartmentalized, I think, and I've accepted.
No,
I love my family. I love seeing them. I love talking to them. I talk to them every day.
Yeah.
I talk to my mom like 4 times a week. You know, I handle it just like Ralph is probably handling it.
Right.
Talking to Vanellope a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's just part of it.
Excuse me.
But I did really enjoy the movie, but I do have some cons too.
Yeah, I just related to Ralph so much in this movie. With like, I can be kind of clingy to.
Oh
friends.
yeah.
Like, I always want to hang out with those people, and you know, it's like I'll admit that. But
you're always welcome at my house.
Oh yes, thank you.
You're over at my house every week for some reason. I don't.
Yeah, that's what
It's business.
It's
business.
All business
for pleasure.
Oh.
No. But yeah, I don't know. Like the last time that this happened was when I watched How to Train Your Dragon. Where I was like, wow, I relate to Hiccup in this movie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, I was like, yeah, I'm Ralph. In this movie, like a lot of times, like, oh, I'm that character. I'm this character. I see myself as the villain. Or, you know, but this one's like, oh, dang, yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
I think there's a very real theme in this movie that, to me, I wrote it as a con. I don't think it's really a con, but it's very real,
Mm-hmm.
almost too real.
Mm.
And it's that a guy is trying to stop a girl from enjoying herself online. And that's very, very real and very scary to me. And it's in the movie for 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Ralph wants to stop her from doing what she truly enjoys doing. And I mean, that's a very real and visceral thing. Like online, like relationships, a lot of them can fall apart because of the internet. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, man, that's kind of scary. Like when you think about it, this movie hits it like hard, and they hit it on the head. Like they're attached. They're attached to that person, and you don't want them to have fun without you. Like
Right.
It's too real, in my opinion. Like in that regard, not what we've been talking about, but just like the not wanting somebody to have fun or be themselves online. Like that's scary.
Yeah.
You should always want people to be themselves.
Yeah.
So, and then the princess plot thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was just weird.
I laughed at the second part of it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I loved the Star Wars.
So the Star Wars stuff that led into the princess.
Voice of the
Hilarious.
stormtrooper that talked was Michael Giacchino, the composer
Oh,
for
cool.
Rogue
For
One.
Rogue One.
That's awesome.
I thought you were gonna say Daniel Craig.
No. Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
But two cons that I had. One is just a dumb con that doesn't ruin the movie. Just I wish they would have done it when they're trying to buy the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been amazing if they would have went to go and buy it, and a sign that would have popped up that says, "Are you a robot?" Because they are. They should not be allowed to buy that. They should have had to look at some things, be like, "Is this?" Pick out all the buses or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't see anything here. It's just all blurry, and they couldn't buy it. I think that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And the other one is this
Would
was
have been great.
this one actually was kind of a con in the climax with Giant Ralph. They like zoom in on Vanellope or Ralph, and you just see the Ralphs like just doing this.
The creepy.
It's weird. It just looks weird. I didn't need that. They should have just like made a really
Big Ralph.
big Ralph. That's it. And I don't need the little Ralphs like crawling over each other. Ugh.
Yeah, I thought of that too. It was a little disconcerting when, there was just either like arms kind of moving.
But they're like not grabbing anything. They're just
kind of existing
they're
together.
just wiggling.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like that. Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah, I thought that was a little strange. I thought the virus taking the shape of a giant Ralph trying to chase Vanellope was just weird.
It was an easy way to solve the problem in the end.
Yeah.
Because if they're all there together, then you only have one enemy to defeat rather than 1,000.
I did think it was funny how it's like copied his insecurities. Just himself, he's totally 100% insecure. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, I still really like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought the whole like the princesses saying like the stereotypical princess story, only to become that story.
See, but I don't know.
He saved her by realizing his insecurities and overcoming them, so that she could go on and live her happily ever after.
Okay.
And I was like,
I can see that now. With the veil of emotion removed.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I was just like, okay, I guess. Like, you made fun of it earlier, but now you're doing it in your movie. And
right.
It just, I don't know. It's not the worst thing ever, but it was just kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
But I do love meta scenes, by the way.
So
I just didn't think it was going to end that way. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Right. So one of my that's not how viruses work cons. You can't
just cure them with your emotions?
You can't just talk down a virus.
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
I just picture like a computer getting a virus and then just standing there like, no, you stop it. You stop being a virus right now. Okay.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been cool if
another character was introduced.
Well,
and it
no.
was virus protection.
Gal
like the
Gadot's
police.
character comes back in, and her and Vanellope trick the virus into going into the kind of finishing the original plan. Like they have the moment, the virus doesn't change. In comes another strong female character, and they destroy the virus, but Ralph himself has grown still emotionally. I don't know. I think a way they could have dealt with that. I get that.
Sorry.
I appreciated that it was a film that resolved without like
Violence.
a lot. Yeah, I mean a lot like the first one,
I'm
right?
gonna
Where
wreck
it's
it.
like you win by self-sacrifice,
Yep.
not beating the other person into a pulp.
Yeah.
But you're right. But you're right. Now, the more I think about that, it's gonna just bug me now.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird, and it bothered me. And I felt bad because, like, when you guys sent that message to the group chat, I'm like, "Ugh, I'm going to be the bad guy this week."
Yeah, you are.
You
It's
are.
okay, though.
Did you
really
like
are.
the
It's
advice
okay, I'm
from
usually the bad guy.
Felix and Mrs. Shoot 'em Up lady about parenting? Did you
I
like
thought that was funny.
That was hilarious. But I also felt like their involvement in the movie was pointless.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was just so they could show those characters. I don't know. That was kind of annoying because it left an open plot thread that they didn't even really touch on later.
Oh yeah.
It was weird. Fine. Doesn't ruin the movie or take
No.
away
Yeah.
from the movie. It was just weird to have it only to not do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
Paid money to characters they probably didn't need to pay.
But I don't mind because I just watch it. Boy.
Ralph didn't do a whole lot of wrecking either.
He really didn't, did he?
Just breaking with his insecurity.
And the racetrack.
It's true.
The racetrack. He did do some. So.
Go see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely go
see
see it. It's really good.
Don't listen to the bad guy here today. Listen to these two guys.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Always listen to me.
I did really enjoy it. I don't want people to think I hated it, but
You don't know the internet then, because you either love something or you hate something.
that's true. I don't.
I also loved how he went and read the comments.
Yes.
I
Never go read the comments.
I love reading comments. I think they're hilarious.
But not on your own content.
Yeah, definitely on my own content.
Ugh.
I will read all of the comments. I don't care what you have to say about me.
It's so here's what I'll say. I used to be more like that, and not with my creative content, but like with the stuff on where I work. I have access to all that, and I don't have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. But when I when I look at what people say about our company, or like, it's not like I can't handle one or two. It's when it's like every day a bunch of people are just being a-holes for the sake of being an a-hole. It just wears you down.
I just always think about the comments that we got on our Avengers.
Dude, I was
yeah.
threatened to be murdered.
All we said was we didn't like the way the Spider-Man suit looked, and people wanted to burn our houses
Yeah,
down.
dude, it was rough. Sorry.
Well, you'll have a chance to redeem yourself, hopefully on Wednesday.
It's true. Or I can just read the comments on our Captain Marvel trailer that we
Yeah, we'll see.
Gonna be real. I don't care to redeem myself. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, you're here to see people's opinions, right?
Yeah, you be you.
And I'm gonna have my opinion, whether people like it or not.
That's right.
And it's okay to have differing opinions.
That's right.
It doesn't mean I hate you or you should hate me. It just means we can agree to disagree on something.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah,
That was a line in the movie.
it was.
I see what you
I
did
don't
there.
want to argue
You-
with you.
I thought that was really funny.
I watched 2 John C. Reilly movies in 1 week.
Okay, John C. Reilly, he's not someone who I think of when I think of like actors that I really like. But when I look back at his roles,
He's awesome.
he's great.
He's really good in Kong.
He is
He's
so
really good in the Wreck-It Ralph movies.
Ah, my gosh.
Skull Crushers.
I don't know, it's
Anyways,
the first time I said it.
I just said it out loud, and I don't know if I like it anymore.
all right. On to the fan box.
Yeah, Fanbox time, aka rest in peace Twitter with Tyler.
Here we go.
I haven't played that in like 4 weeks. So I'll start. I did a poll on my own account.
Oh,
I think I
look at
voted on
you.
this.
Yeah. I went and saw Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet, sorry. By myself. And I was just super curious about how many people actually will go see movies by themselves.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, the first time can be awkward. After that, it's fine. But this is the first animated movie I'd seen by myself, and I felt weird again. So,
What's the first movie you saw by yourself?
Alien Covenant.
What was yours, Brett?
By myself.
Mine was The Dark Tower.
You're gonna be reaching for me. Probably. Something back in high school. I probably saw something by myself. Honestly.
Okay. That's awesome though that you did it back then.
Because I used to be.
I would have never done it in high school.
Yeah.
My poll was.
I'm surprised my mom let me. Honestly.
My poll was. Would you see a movie in theaters by yourself, or do you only go with others? And I got 18 votes for Fine by Myself and 16 for Always with Someone.
Oh.
So it's like right down the middle.
That's pretty awesome.
I was pretty surprised with
how many people would go
by themselves.
That is surprising, actually. It was pretty early on, I think, when I voted, so the numbers I didn't even pay attention to.
I used to be only with other people, and then I saw a movie by myself, and I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, you don't have to look for more than one seat.
Yeah, you can sit anywhere.
Yeah.
But, yeah, thanks for voting on my poll.
Absolutely.
Nice. We had a couple questions on Instagram before we get into Twitter. Leroy Kelly asked, who wins the weekend box office, Mary Poppins or Aquaman?
Aquaman.
They come out at different times.
I didn't look at that.
Kind of. So it's going to be weird. Mary Poppins
comes out on like a Wednesday, right?
Aquaman's going to win that, though.
Yeah, I do think Aquaman will win, though.
In terms of... I would agree. In pure dollars for dollars, Aquaman comes out on top. If you're talking about
budgets, though,
profits, I think Mary Poppins probably wins.
Well, opening weekend for sure. It's gonna win I don't even think Aquaman will turn a profit opening weekend.
No.
It's a budget like 120.
For sure, definitely internationally. I'm guessing the people overseas don't really care about Mary Poppins too much.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
my mom's
Aquaman.
probably gonna see Mary Poppins.
Dude, Emily Blunt's in it.
I'm gonna see Mary Poppins.
Okay. EXM asks, anybody watch The Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
Dude, this is the second person. Well, actually, not the second person to ask me directly, but the second person to bring it up.
I had someone bring it up last night, and yeah, they really liked it. So
I need to check it out. It's on Netflix.
I saw Eric's tweet about it, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did he not like it?
He did not like it.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm pretty sure. I think he tweeted, I just watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix. I wish I hadn't watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix.
A+ tweet.
Eric, do you like other Coen brother movies? That'd be my question.
I need to watch
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Real quick, best Coen Brothers movie, Fargo.
Ooh.
It's mine.
I don't know.
Do you need a list?
I need a list. I've probably only
Let's not
seen
spend
like
too
one.
much time on it. I thought everybody would at least have one real quick.
Let's see on. Oh, there we go.
Probably Oh Brother We're Out There for me. Or, No Country for Old Men. So good.
All right, this is taking longer than I thought it would.
How many of these have you seen?
The Big Lebowski.
Okay, so Tyler's The Big Lebowski. I'm changing mine to No Country for Old Men.
All right, cool.
Moving on. What's next, Brett?
That was it for Instagram questions. We had a couple on Twitter. You want to do those?
Sure. Since Twitter with Tyler's dead, and it's now just the fan box.
Heck yeah, it's about time.
Dead and buried.
At Teacher Man Lopes. Zach Lopes, what up, dude? What is the best cold open to a TV show? And he linked one, but I didn't watch it. But I'm going to bet it's the same one I'm going to choose. The Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
9-9, the singing?
Yes.
Yeah. That's so good.
That's a great cold open.
My favorite is still the fire inside the office.
Yep.
Stanley's heart attack.
Yep, mine too.
Followed by parkour in the office.
Parkour is good.
Just, I don't know, Parks and Rec in the office have so many. I haven't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'm sorry. But they're so good.
Yeah.
I think you'd like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I actually have seen the first, 6 episodes, and I really enjoyed it. But I watched a lot of TV, in college and stuff. I had no life. And I just... It fell behind
It's just
on the other ones.
faded from memory.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Next question. At pronounced Ian, which is Ian Deckard. Which cult classic movie would you like to see remade in such a different way that even though it pays homage to the original, could stand as its own work?
He added a line in here that I didn't type up, and that was Star Wars doesn't count. I don't know why he mentioned me with that.
And no, Star Wars isn't an answer.
I definitely don't consider Star Wars as a cult classic. That was clearly a...
He was just taking shots at you, boy.
I know. He likes to take shots at me.
I don't even know if this is a cult classic or not, but it's definitely... Might even be lower than that. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
I still need to watch it.
I want to see that movie be remade so bad. I bought the steelbook of that Blu-ray.
I was with you.
That movie is so awesome. I love that movie. Oh, can we do a commentary on that movie, please?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
With you guys never have seen it?
I think that'd be hilarious. Let's absolutely do it.
It's on Amazon Prime, so it's available to stream.
The problem with cult classics for me...
Can you keep going?
Is that... it's hard for me to justify remaking a cult classic because that's what makes it
so
unique.
Great.
Yeah.
However, Mad Max technically was one, right?
Blade Runner already got a sequel, so we won't count that one.
And Mad Max did too.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
I would say...
I don't know.
It's hard to even really determine what makes a cult classic.
Yeah.
The Goonies, a cult classic? I feel like that's just a classic.
Just give me a The Room sequel.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to say Donnie Darko. I think that could be remade into something...
Spaceballs 2.
Pretty different.
Fight Club?
Spaceballs.
Yeah. So,
oh, shoot.
Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, please.
I like Fight Club. Let's do Fight Club. Or Reservoir Dogs. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Made so differently though. I don't want Fight Club to be different. I just want it to be remade again.
Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. You could literally do anything and probably be different.
I love it.
That movie is so weird. It's awesome. Like time travel and aliens and teleportation and kung fu and
Battle Rifle says
musicals.
There's something weird about Kevin.
I have not seen that movie.
I assume that's for this section and not the
Coen
Brothers.
Oh shoot, I forgot what movie I was gonna say. Was it Kung
Kung
Pao?
Pao.
Kung Pao?
Enter the
Fist.
Fist.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love
That would
movie
be
to
that
remade.
would be fun to be remade. Oh my gosh. That's one I haven't seen since
And do
high
the
school.
same awful dubbing too. Like
Yeah.
make it just as bad as the first time.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Is that all the questions, or do we have another one?
That's all of our
I think
questions.
that's all of our questions this
All right.
week.
Well, then we need to end this.
Yes.
Because this has been just a off-the-walls crazy episode. We've done a lot.
Like Buckaroo Banzai.
We've done 2 live things at once.
We have. I still have to
Live Inception.
We did a live show within a live show.
Liveception. Liveception Captain Marvel trailer reaction.
Should I leave the trailer reaction in
in the audio?
in the audio
No.
only?
No, you
Probably
probably
not.
cut that out.
Yeah.
Darn it.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Thank you guys for watching.
What you doing?
As usual, thank you for listening. If you're listening,
Yeah.
We just love doing this and love hearing from you guys. So shoot us comments or hit us up on Twitter, Instagram. You can find us at What the Fanboy.
Yep. You can find me at theboy1 THE_BOI_WNDA.
You can find me at Tyler_19_Davis.
And you can find me at Brightson.
Woo! Yeah, go review us on iTunes. That would
Yeah.
help us.
Like and subscribe to our videos on YouTube.
Yep. Let us know if you want shirts.
Yeah,
We'll
do still
eventually
have
get back to you
shirts.
on that.
Yeah. And we'll be doing the Game Awards live stream on
Yeah.
Thursday, December 6th. That's
Yep.
in 2 days.
It
I might
is.
be there. I might not. We'll see.
We're gonna plan for just
2.
5th.
Oh.
Thursday.
Tyler and
Thursday
Brett.
the 6th. Yes.
planning to just be us, but Luke might make a surprise appearance.
Oh.
We might have a special guest.
Maybe I'll-
Special
every
guest
week.
with Luke.
Maybe I'll break in there at the last second.
There you go.
Just in time for Game of the Year. God of War!
We have a very exciting December lined up.
Yeah, December's gonna be a lot of fun.
We look forward to
I'm seeing
serving you all of these fun, delicious treats.
I'm seeing Bumblebee in 5 days.
And we're seeing Aquaman a week early.
Anyways,
We'll see you guys next time.
see you next week.
Hey, proud of you.
Go Redskins.
Had to throw in a psych quote at the end, of course.